Welcome back for another Once Human Boss tutorial guide. Today we're talking about Dr. Mannheim in the LEA Research Lab. Dr. Mannheim is the second boss you'll fight in the LEA Research Labs, which will test your patience and ability. Here we'll give you some tips and tricks on how to get this fight done. In order to win against Dr. Mannheim, you'll have to get gluttons, which are surrounded in red or white shields, downed in their respective silos. You'll know which silos to get them down in by the color of the silo, corresponding to the color of the shield around the glutton. A few key items you'll like to use during this fight are the Stardust Energy Drink, which allows you to double jump, and Living Armor, which gives you a cheat death and allows you to regain your health instantaneously once every 10 minutes. To start the fight, deal damage to Dr. Mannheim. Shortly after doing so, he will end up becoming immune. This is when taking down the gluttons becomes priority. To do this easily, what we'll do is actually get back on the starting platform. In order to do this, there's a box located to the right of the platform. This is where the Stardust Energy Drink is very important. From up here, it's minimal chance that you'll take damage and allows you to deal with the ads without having to run around the room constantly, which gives you a huge advantage when dealing with the large gluttons who can take a second or two to actually get down. As you can see from the previous fight, there's the red shield around one glutton and the whitish silver shield around the other glutton. This designates which silo that you'll want the gluttons downed in. In order to down those gluttons, all you have to do is stand inside of the circle around that silo upon giving them the finishing blow. So the goal here is to make sure that you get the gluttons down as low as possible so you spend as little time down on the ground having to deal with less ads during these phases. Now you will rinse and repeat this process until all 5 silos are filled. Upon filling those 5 silos, Dr. Mannheim will be able to take damage again. If a glutton gets too close, you will have to get close to the edge and aim down. This is when it's more likely that you'll actually take damage. Now take care to notice that you do not want to move too far back from the encounter as it could reset it. Take note that Mannheim's hitbox extends all the way to the ground, which means you cannot shoot through him to the other side. So make sure when getting an angle on the glutton, you're shooting from either side to get that kill. When you have one silo left remaining, in this case the fire silo, you'll want to make sure to down the one you don't need prior to jumping down and finishing off the other. Once you get all 5 silos secured, make sure to go back up to the entrance pedestal and begin DPSing Mannheim down. There are two things to note during this part of the fight is one, once his health gets below a certain point, he will put a bubble up around him, which causes you to get within close proximity. The other note is during this fight, you'll see that he slams on the ground, causing waves to come out. Do not stand on the ground at any point in time when you see those waves, as they will do a massive amount of damage to you. Once the bubble is up, you'll want to hop down into it and begin DPSing Mannheim from inside the bubble. Now, if you do not get Mannheim down within a certain time frame, he will begin to become immune again, and you'll have to rinse and repeat the entire process all over again. If this video helped you in your solo attempts with Dr. Mannheim, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and tune in over at twitch.tv/Mufasa for up to date and live coverage of all things Once Human.